Topical issues, ethics and integrity. First, I'll start by talking about ethics. Ethics is a study of right or wrong, good or bad. It is where we define these things, these happenings. Things that conform to what people want and things that conform to what people don't want. And what people don't want is always called the wrong thing, going against what is supposed to be done. So when we talk of ethics, it has different branches. There is the normative ethics, which is the rules of right or wrong. Then there is applied ethics, what actually happens in the world, in business, in life, in the society, the actual happenings. And then there is metaphysics, the study, the intense description of what good or bad actually means. Then there is accountability in ethics. That means owing up to what is wrong, if you have done wrong, and owing up to what is right, accepting the consequences of both actions. Because there's a reward in doing what's right, and there is a punishment in doing what's wrong. Now, another word that is rarely defined is integrity. Integrity actually means the quality of ethics. That means when you've done good things and you appear to be doing things in that order, then you say you are showing honesty. You are firm and unyielding and adhering to a strong moral principle, moral and ethical principles. Key meaning and forms of integrity. Personal and professional. That means where you move, whatever you do, you should be defined, your quality should define your integrity. Then there is structural. Structural means the soundness or the impaired condition. How sound are you in your integrity, or how impaired are you in your integrity? And this goes to corruption reporting and compliance. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because many countries have this in their constitution: ethics and integrity. In fact, ethics define our day-to-day dealing with each other. There are good ethics and bad ethics. You will find that there are times when a situation arises that people want to act against the good ethics. And then it is the duty of a person concerned to strive to stick to the good ethics. For instance, countries have created centers of accountability to ethics. In Kenya, we have the Ethics and Integrity Center. And these are some of the things it does. If you want a position in politics, they have to check into your behavior. See how much property you have, so that when you enter into that position, you are not able to corruptly acquire people's or government property in your name. I was surprised when the president of America came to this place. I think was given something, and in another country was given something. That time it was Barack Obama, and I was surprised to get it that the ethics of America requires that if a president is given anything, a present or whatever, when you are the president, either in your country or somewhere else, as a present, that present is never yours because you belong to the state. It is surrendered to the state of the United States of America. That's how they keep their ethics. So somebody will not come and give you big things because you are a president and you acquire property in the name of presidency, in the name of being a minister, in the name of that. If you brought anything within that structure of your office, then it is official property. You surrender it to that office. And it also goes to this, that what the Kenyan situation has been, when you are a civil servant or anybody working within those structures, you're supposed to declare how much you have. So they know that your starting point, you have these assets, this amount of money, and so forth and so on. So that when you acquire after that position, you can be able to account, this was through a loan, this was through my salary, this was through my business which I had declared, this was the sale of some of the property that I had declared, and these are the earnings from some of the things that I had before. And this is the profit acquired from the things I have acquired from the money I have been doing. That is the Integrity Center. It has been working very well in Kenya because people declare annually what they have. Those who are going to offices declare their financial standing and the things they have, property, so that it can be able to be checked against what they will acquire by the time they are going out of office, so that it can go in tandem of what is acquired and what one had. Sometimes it's the most abused thing because some people give false status of what they have. I looked at it and thought that it would be better for us to talk about these things. How is our integrity? How are our ethics? Because there are times when we perform things that go against the ethics and the integrity. This one does not mean that there has to be an office to look after you. This should be a self-built thing, an inbuilt thing, so that you know, I'm not serving to get a bribe. I'm not serving because this person is rich and that one is poor. I'm not letting the poor, the rich one come skip over the poor one, and then I serve the rich. When I am in that office or you are in that office, you are accountable to all the citizens equally. For instance, if somebody came before the other one, the status of the person coming behind should not make you let that one get over the queue. it is hospital, just because somebody knows you or somebody is in a big position should not guarantee him the chance of coming and passing all the other people to be served when he came last. This is something that has been ingrained in our constitution. But sometimes the people serving do not effect it. Because some people come, there are times when people come and they think because of their status they are just too big, so they come and decide to boss themselves into your place. It is your duty when you are there to remind them that you are not serving their positions, you are not serving their status, but as a servant, you are serving everybody equally. That is what we should have in mind when we are in service. Some people don't do that, but many of the Kenyans stick with that, the ethics and the integrity. So as a person in the country, and also for the rest of the world, because some countries have little problem with this thing, ethics and integrity, but there are others which have a big problem with that. How are our ethics? How is our integrity? On this, I would like to thank the Kenyan government and the system, the organ that deals with that, because when I was a civil servant, and those who are there and those who are doing other jobs, at least they ensure that people declare annually. And when you are going to a different place, at least you can be able to be gauged. How rich were you when you are getting into this office? And by the time you are in that office or you are getting out of that office, how much have you acquired? Is it within the standards that you should have acquired? But what interested me most was that thing of the American presidency. That when you are in office, if I bring you a goat, it's not your goat, it's the goat of the state. If I bring you a statue, it's not your statue, it belongs to the state. Those are some of the good ethic and moral standards that we should also be able to ingrain in what we have and have insistence, so that the ethics of our systems are in-driven, not forced. We learn that we have to be honest, to be true to our service, and not to downgrade others over others because of what they have, the position, the way they are dressed, and not to ask bribes when we are serving the people. That is my take for now.